So, how can we use Be Internet Awesome with our students? So, first and foremost, I think for any educator, you have to decide how you want to structure your lesson. They can be as in depth or as surface level as you'd like, because there are certainly plenty of materials on the platform. There's tons of reprintable materials and slides to show your students. You can introduce a lesson and perhaps allow students, especially in the younger grades, to play the Interland game that corresponds with one of the 5 fundamentals, and they're all color coded, including in the game. But it's important to note that they should, if they're going to be playing the game, to wear headphones. The game is interactive and does give out verbal instructions. Some cool features to watch out for is that the curriculum materials are sectioned into age groups, so you can find the appropriate materials for your grade band. They're also sectioned off with what corresponds with media literacy and with social emotional learning. Um, they also follow along with the Interland interactive game, so you can assign something in the curriculum and have them play the game that follows up with them. You can share resources on Google Classroom, and it's compatible with Google Chrome. And of course, as students progress through the different levels, it's great to give them a badge or a certificate or an award. Kids always like that positive reinforcement. As far as using this platform, the advantages, like I keep mentioning, is it's all completely free for families and for educators, which is really nice because a lot of times you have to pay for certain curriculums or certain materials. It's definitely interactive with the Interland game and the Pear Deck slides. Easy to use materials, downloaded in an instant, compatible with most programs that a lot of teachers are already using, including Google Classroom. And Google is a platform that a lot of people are familiar with, so students, it's easy to navigate for them. And of course, the advantage is that it's an awarded the seal of alignment by ISTE. So some disadvantages, though, is that Be Internet Awesome really focuses on those younger grade bands. So if you wanted to use it for high school, you would need to modify it to make it a little bit more age appropriate, although the lessons do correspond with what we would teach in a high school setting. So you could totally use it for high school with a little bit of a modification. It does over rely on Google. It is Google's platform. So, and it does require for students to have devices in order to interact with the games and the material. So being at a school with a one-to-one device is extremely helpful. The disadvantage also is where to fit it in your core subjects. Is this something that you want to put in a computer science class? Is this something you want to put in an ethics class, or should it be in a core subject? There are some deeper issues that it doesn't address that maybe are more appropriate for the high school level that I think is a disadvantage. And probably for me, the biggest red flag is that Google as a company has oftentimes acted a little unethically in regards to data breaches, unfair labor practices. So sometimes, as an educator looking at these big corporations, it can be kind of ironic that big corporations like this are also teaching us about how to be ethical internet users when they themselves sometimes are not. So, those are some of the advantages and disadvantages of this tool, Be Internet Awesome. I hope you guys check it out, and I hope it helps you increase your knowledge about digital citizenship and how we can get our students and our families to be more mindful about how they operate online and how our students interact with the World Wide Web. Thanks for watching.